Good afternoon. This is Dungeon Anthology on riotradio.ca. I'm your host, Nathan Arsenault. Dungeon Anthology is a collection of disconnected stories written primarily by me, set within the universe of Dungeons & Dragons. However, this week is going to be a little different. This week, I decided that this episode will be set in the world of my own making, focusing on characters and abilities created by myself. It's a world of high fantasy, almost akin to D&D, but not quite. In this world, people are born into the world with inherent affinities towards different variations of magic. Although born with such affinities, the ability to learn magic and use it to influence the world are still completely viable to anyone. The world itself is massive in scale, and houses a great many humanoid and non-humanoid creatures, which will be described and broken down when they are present. Now that we've gone over that, here are my friends who will be joining me for today's episode.
Hello, I'm Zaid Cathcart. In this episode, I will be playing a young man named Zerge, who will also serve as the narrator of this episode. Zerge is a dark-haired young man who, alongside a few others, were among the founding party that frequent the bar known as the Maiden. Zerge is human and has an affinity towards water magic, which peoples from all around value as the world is far more landmass than ocean.
My name is Tanner Smith, and I play Tybex. Tybex is a goat man who wields celestial weapon magic. Goat men in this world stand upright and have human body proportions while still having a goat head and hooves. Although joining up with the crew after the initial discovery of the Maiden, Tybex continues to be just as part of the group as the rest.
I'm Bryn Baker, and I'll be playing Rin in this episode. Rin is a young woman with an affinity towards luck magic. By outstretching her arms, she can manipulate the good or bad luck of her target to whatever degree she chooses. She visits the Maiden for her first time in the story, but before being able to get acquainted with the place and people, she's dragged into an adventure to save the place before she knows it.
And if you forgot, I'm Nathan Arsenault, and I'll be playing Ogneil. Ogneil is a young human man and also one of the founding members alongside Zerge. Ogneil has an affinity towards rage magic, in which his magical ability is directly affected in strength to how much composure he's lost due to emotional states. And now, without further ado, I introduce you to Dungeon Anthology Episode 3, Maiden of Sin.
Hello, my name is Zerge. A couple years ago, a few friends and I came across an unsuspecting bar on the outskirts of an average town. The bar was simply called the Maiden. It had apparently been named after a creation theory. The theory states that our world was created after a fair soldier or royal servant lost both her royal charge and her lover and comrade in arms. Both the princess and comrade had set on a mission to revoke the unfair powers of the world and put an end to classism and royal hierarchy. In the end, they failed and lost themselves to the very same unfair powers. However, the soldier was able to do it herself, relinquishing her knighthood and service to the royals. She became a woman fueled by scorn. A maiden sinned, so she remade the world to her own desire, the one which we inhabit today. Of course, that's just one of the many creation stories out there. And of course, all bars have to have a theme, right? At least all the good ones do. So me and the guys settled in. As time passed, we ended up going there daily. We had formed a community of mages and adventurers as we ended up petitioning for things like a quest board, a small study space, even a practice yard out back. The Maiden had become one of a kind. One fateful day, though, we were up to our old tricks, just enjoying the space.
I told you already, that piece can only move like that, and you have to get the exact word count on your accompanying sheet to score and take out my piece.
That's nonsense. What kind of nerd could defeat their enemy by spelling at them?
No one, but that's why it's a game, Agni.
Your game is dumb, Tybex.
As my friends were busy shouting at each other about whatever game Tybex was failing to teach Agnew.
Don't eat the pieces, you moron.
A beautiful young woman stepped into the doorway. She was breathtaking. Well-dressed, beautiful, long hair, and such a piercing gaze. I was speechless. Unfortunately for me, though, Agnew noticed my flabbergasted response.
But what if they taste good? Wait a minute. Check out Sergey.
Huh. That's rare. He only ever shuts up like that when he loses a debate.
What's he looking at?
I think he's looking towards the door. Maybe that delivery of mages, mambos, and melperts monthly.
I thought he unsubscribed to that one.
Nah, that was a different one.
Oh, right. That super bougie one. Wait,
All-
don't get distracted. Towards the door.
All I see is a girl standing at the door.
What? Of course he's staring at the girl, you weird goat man.
Well, sorry. I have a thing for horns.
Yuck!
I was still too breathtaking to move or say anything. She stood there for like 5 minutes looking around in the doorway.
You're drooling, Sergey.
Wait, what? Ah, man. I look like a total idiot in front of her.
In front. You're like 30 feet away, man.
Still, she's really cute, but I don't know if I should go talk to her.
Oh, no? Too nervous to get off the couch?
I had been sitting on a couch next to where they were playing.
You hesitated. Whoops!
Before I could catch my bearings, Agneil launched the couch into a forward spiral with one hand, sending me sailing at high speed through the air towards the door. Of course, now I'm gonna be super embarrassed about myself in front of her. Today sucks. Wait, I'm not hurt. Where did I land?
Hey, good shot, Agni. You launched him right into her arms.
I wonder if she'll ask if it hurt when he face planted from heaven.
What did they just say? Oh, her face is so close. Wait, oh my god, she's holding me. I must have fallen on her. Oh no.
Hey, quit thrashing around so much. Are you okay? Where did you even fall from?
From or for?
I asked if you're okay, guy.
Oh, right. So sorry. Yes, I'm totally okay. Thank you for catching me. You're very strong.
Oh, thanks. Not too many guys noticed the pythons.
Does that make him the mice?
Oh, yeah. So what brings you to the Maiden?
Oh, there's been a rumor running around that's been published in a few magazines that some of the world's strongest yet reclusive mages come from this bar. I wanted to see for myself, so I came all the way here.
Reclusive. I mean, some of us have some decent skills, but I don't think we have anyone that fits that bill. Oh, wait. I wonder if they're calling us reclusive because we're not famous.
Oh, really? That's too bad. I mean, there's got to be at least one or two, right? Wait, how about the guy who flipped the couch? He looks strong.
Wait, you saw that?
Yeah? Why?
I'm embarrassed.
Did you say something?
No, not me.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to that other guy now.
Hey, wait, I can introduce you. I'm friends with him.
Oh, that's awesome. Lead the way.
So her and I went and walked over to where Agneil, deciding to give me my maiden voyage through the air.
Hey, wait a second. I've seen you two before.
You have? I don't think we've met before.
We haven't, but you guys are like super popular in my hometown.
We are?
Wait, where are you from?
Here, I've got the magazine you two were featured in.
Oh my goodness! Agneil, she's from that town where you destroyed that entire endangered animals ecosystem.
Oh, yeah. That weird-looking crocodile who showed up on the river and kept eating the tour guides.
Before this sounds any worse than it already does, Tybeck said endangered animals, not endangered animals. There's a difference. Endangered animals are self-explanatory. However, an endangered animal is a classification of deadly magic creatures that has and will attack people.
Yeah, you guys beat him up just in time for our annual festival to take place.
I didn't realize we had that big of an impact.
Yeah, it's kind of cool seeing our efforts from a different lens.
By the way, which one of you has the weapon magic? It's you, right, Mr. Goatman?
Yes, I can conjure and manipulate summonable weapons at will. Also, the name's Tybex, young lady.
Tybex? Cool. My name is Bryn.
I'm Agneil, and that guy is Sergey.
Hello again.
Oh, I forgot you were here.
Ah, man.
So what brings you here?
That magazine highlights all the coolest mages from around the world. A lot of well-respected magic specialists and talent scours say that all the next big upcoming mages are all from this area. So I wanted to see for myself and maybe even join.
Join? Join what?
I don't know. I thought maybe you guys had some guild or organization or something.
Sorry, not here. Unfortunately, we're just a bunch of people who hang out in a bar.
That's kind of cooler, I suppose.
Really?
Absolutely. You guys don't owe each other anything, yet you still have a sense of camaraderie that only can be found by not being tied down to an overarching power.
Hey, I like that.
Oh. Oh, today's mail is here.
Why do they wait till the afternoon to send it? It's such a bummer waiting till midday for new quest board pages to show up.
You're seriously not giving a thought or opinion on postal services after you tried to eat a board game piece.
I told you it had good flavor.
I felt bad for leaving Rin there with them, but I went to go get the mail while those two hashed it out again. It seemed like no one else in the bar had any interest in grabbing it, so I might as well. I walked back over to where my friends were after grabbing the pile and began sifting through it.
Wait, your cousin kept fainting?
Yeah, because the goblin ate like 30 deviled eggs and kept, just farting on her.
That's disgusting.
She'd only faint for like 5 seconds, and then she'd get back up, catch a whiff, and immediately drop again.
Yeah, he did it so much he got banned from the entire town.
She still sends him death threats to this day. Oh, there's one there. Toss that. As I sifted through more mail, I came across an odd letter from the landlord of this area. Hey, guys, check this out. The landlord sent something.
That crony? Oh, what's he want now?
Let's see what it says. It says, to all regulars of the Maiden, the owner has walked out on the establishment and it will be demolished and repurposed in 2 days if not purchased for the required price in full before the deadline.
Wait, the owner's gone? What do you mean? He's always in the back.
Yeah, of course he is.
Wait, when was the last time anyone saw him?
I think it was like last,
Do you guys seriously not remember the last time you saw the owner of the bar you go to every day? Don't you guys get drinks and food and stuff?
Well, I mean, sometimes
You're serious? So you guys don't eat here at all?
There's a really good ramen place down the street that'll make specialty dish just for Tybex, so it doesn't really mess with his goat stomach.
Wait, but if you got such a sensitive stomach because of your race, wouldn't that mean that your family dinner Acneal joined you was for...
Acneal will eat pretty much anything, so yeah, it is what you think.
Wait, enough of that. Let's go find the owner.
Yeah, that's right.
So all 4 of us set off behind the bar counter to figure out where the owner was. When we made it to the back, we found an old note posted to the fridge.
Hey guys, check it out. It's from the owner.
Do any of you actually know his name?
Nope.
Okay, so the owner says, the wife finally left, going to sunny beaches to score some studs. Bar is yours now. Peace.
He never was happy in that marriage.
Wait, he just left the bar to us? But we still have to buy it?
In most places, inheritance tax is a big killer.
I can never tell what goes on in your mind.
Thanks.
Focus, guys. We have to come up with the money for the landlord now. It's our responsibility if we want to keep coming here.
You guys have to. You have such a cool crowd of mages. Plus, you'll lost all your cred in the magazine world.
My clout!
Agneal, don't you ever say that in my presence again.
Rin's right. Guys, let's go check out the quest board and see how many we need to do to come up with enough to buy the bar in 2 days?
Yeah!
So thanks to Rin's suggestion, we all made our way over to the quest board and began pitching the quest to each other.
Oh, here's one. Find and stop Harbell Deflector.
Nah, that's not a good turnaround. Oh. What about arresting actual cannibal Maya the Boof?
Not a meaty enough reward.
This is it. Find and subdue the rampaging and danger animal. This reward is enough to cover the entire cost.
What's the catch, though?
We have to take it alive. We're allowed to attack it and fight it into submission, but we have to make sure it survives or else we'll be arrested by the town.
That sounds perfect for you guys.
You guys? What does that mean?
What, it's like you guys? It sounds like the perfect quest for you guys to buy the Maiden?
No. Not you guys. Us.
Us?
Yeah, Ren. Us. Aren't you going to help save the Maiden too?
Oh, I just got here though. I didn't think it was my place to come along, or
Rin, we told you, we're not an organization or a guild or a group or anything official like that. Just being present makes you as much of the Maiden as the rest of us.
What Tybex said is completely true. Although, of course, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to as well. It's all your choice.
You moron.
What? Why are you calling me a moron?
Don't tell her she has the option to leave, Zergay. Tell her you want her here with you and everyone else.
You're right. Rin, will you join me in saving the maiden?
I thought I said us.
Shut up and let him have this.
So, have you decided?
I have. I'll absolutely join you to save the maiden.
Still not hearing an us.
One of these days, I'm going to send you to a mental specialist.
We spent a few minutes gathering bare essentials before setting out. Thankfully, the majority of this world's layout is land. On one half of the world spans an entire completely connected continent, with the only oceans being on the other half of the world, blocked by the mountain range that encompasses the edges of the continent. Thankfully, there are plenty of lakes that are spread out across the world and have become wellsprings of knowledge and travel information between mages and ordinary folk, traveling to and from various places. The town we were heading to was several hours away by foot, but unfortunately for us, we got caught in a blockade on one of the major pathways that ran through town. With no way around it, we were forced to ride out the wait time in the crowd, with other people also affected by it.
I really wonder what the blockade is for.
I'm not sure. Honestly, I think we've had this problem going this way before, right, Sergey?
Yeah, it's suspicious.
You don't think the endanger animal moved up a bit, do you?
Wait, what?
It could have moved.
Agneil could have a point. If the endangered animal rampaged through the town it was last spotted in, that means it wouldn't have anything left to rampage in. Meaning, it could have sought out a new stomping ground.
Wouldn't we see it, though? The flyer said it was massive, towering over even the tallest buildings.
So then you also read the part where it said it can mask its physical, visual, and auditory presence completely, right?
Oh, really? You definitely knew that, right, Sergey?
Oh, as if you're one to talk. The amount of people you've accidentally stabbed with your crazy weapons gives you no room to lecture me.
Hey, whoa, pal. Let's not get personal, water boy.
You're right. I'm sorry. It was a total freak accident that caused that guy to get stabbed.
Yeah, he couldn't control the velocity I threw the crocodile at him. I was cooking a little too hard.
I hope that guy was okay.
You recovered.
Great! Wait, Rin, how do you know that?
That guy you accidentally stabbed was my ex-boyfriend.
You had a boyfriend?
Yeah, he was a jerk though. On our 3-month anniversary, he paid a homeless guy to cook our dinner because apparently he was helping the needy. Then the guy turned out to be a massive criminal and stole my aunt's dog in my sock drawer.
Why the heck would he steal a girl's socks and dog?
I really wish I knew, Agneil. I really wish I knew. Either way, I gave him one more chance, then he got stabbed in the leg and tried to claim he was the victim of a mage conspiracy against his life for, and I quote, being a god amongst men and a true savant in all things romance, so much so he's a threat to the population at large.
Well, I suddenly feel a lot less bad about stabbing him.
Okay, focus up, guys. We have to be sure that the endanger animal is in there, which means we're gonna have to sneak in. Anyone got any suggestions?
Sorry, Sergey. You know my magic is only good for fighting.
Yeah, that counts you out for now. Got anything, Tybex?
Not really, to be honest. I don't think calling forth any weird, wacky weapons would allow us to be sneaky by. It'd probably just start a fight. What about you? Can't you make it rain or something?
I can, but it's a really long incantation. It also messes up the forecast for like a week.
I doubt they'd let us in to get out of the rain anyway, but I think I have an idea.
Ooh, please share.
Here's the plan. We'll use my luck magic and tip the scale to unlucky on the guards. That way they'll be bumbling oafs trying to keep people out while they're failing to do that. You guys will storm through them and make it into the town so you can take out the target.
But wait, why aren't you coming?
I can't really move when I'm using my magic. I have to get into a specific stance to use it to its full extent. So unless you guys can get me through the chaos, I'll have to stay outside.
What if I just throw you over?
Then we can use the sword flight maneuver.
That should work great. I'll create a safe landing space for her using water.
Wait, sword fight? What does that mean?
Don't worry, you'll see it in action.
All right, here it goes.
Bryn had taken up a stance with her feet and legs tucked together and her arms outstretched as wide as possible. She then slowly moved one arm higher and one lower, as if she were simulating a scale, physically balancing out the luck and unluck of her targets. She remained quiet and motionless once her arm reached their final higher and lower positions. That meant it was time for Tybex and I to strike. We rushed the door, and the two guards fumbled for their weapons. We knocked them aside as they clamored for their weapons and managed to quickly swing the door open. The guards desperately tried to fight to get the door closed before we could get through, but they failed. Tybex and I managed to slip through the door, with shutting it behind us. I then began making a pool of water in a nearby low-cut barrel for Ren to safely land in. On the outside, Agneil was preparing for Phase 2.
All right, Ren. Can you talk while you're doing that?
Yeah, I can. I just need to keep focusing so that I don't get the door back open and manage to flush Zerge and Tybex out.
Right, that makes sense. So basically, I'm going to lift you by your legs and throw you like a javelin, all right?
If that's what you think the best way is, sure.
Yeah, it'll keep your body straight, and that way I can aim better.
Agneil then picked up Rin by the legs and began to full sprint through the crowd of people.
If I were Zerge, I would place it something like this.
Wait a second. Do you not know where it is, where I'm supposed to land?
I didn't hear him tell me. Off you go.
Ah! He did not just throw me without any idea of where I was supposed to land. Wait a sec, I did land in the water. Huh. Okay then. I guess it's fine for this time. Anyway, Zerge, how is Agneil supposed to get in here now?
Don't you worry about a thing. Check this out.
We then stood and watched as a completely clear floating sword manifested from thin air, and at the wave of Tybex's wrist, it flew over the town hall. It sped over the heads of the crowd, who were now ducking in fear. Except for Agneil, of course, as in an instant, when the sword flew over his head, he jumped and grabbed the handle, taking him along with the sword and soaring back over the crowd and over the wall to rejoin with us.
Not a bad flight this time, pal. I think you've redeemed yourself after the last one.
I told you the last one wasn't my fault. I told you not to kick the chimney of that house over.
Hey, that family was able to claim the benefits and rebuild their house after it burned down, all right?
I think I may have misunderstood why the paparazzi were interested in you.
Comes with the territory. Anyways, now we're here. We have to figure out where the endanger animal is and figure out what it is.
Yeah, I've got an idea. Hey, Big Stinky! I'm here to kick your butt and ship you back to whatever stink hole you came from. Come and stomp me, you coward!
I don't know if it'll respond to threats like that. Huh, I guess it did.
We gotta go now. It's coming towards us.
All prepared?
Yep.
Good luck.
Agneil stood in the middle of town waiting for something huge to approach. Unfortunately, fate had other plans. Agneil was sent flying away. The rest of us who had gone to hide in preparation for the extent of the rage magic soon realized why the endanger animal wasn't ever actually named on the page. Instead of being a supermassive creature that was reported to have been rampaging, it was a horde of shop rats. Shop rats are incredibly dangerous because they move in stampedes and run through things, effectively destroying whatever that thing was. They were named after an old phrase, like a bull in a china shop, whatever that means.
Okay, I have a plan, Zerge. I'm going to use my swords to cut off the shop rat's pathway. We'll get them to pursue Agneil once he recovers, and at the last second, we'll trap them all in your water.
All right, good down here, ready to go.
All right, here goes.
Agneil, I'll increase your luck in case things go bad.
Thank you, Ren.
So we began. Agneil began sprinting through the streets with the shop rat stampede hot on his heels.
You'll never catch me. I still don't know why they make that noise.
As he kept running, Tybex was blocking routes left and right using walls of flying weapons to make sure they stayed focused on their target.
That's right. Keep following him. My weapons will guide you to your capture.
And the entire time, Rin stayed perfectly stoic as she helped to keep Agneil in the face of danger unharmed. As for me, I was preparing the capture method. I just needed to wait for my moment.
Hey, Agneil. Looks like Zerge is ready to start coming back.
All right, here I come.
I never actually realized how fast he is until seeing him come running towards us.
All things considered, even without using his magic, he's pretty useful physically.
Oh, he's almost here. Are you ready, Zerge?
Sure am. Here it goes. Hydroplane.
Oh, so that's a...
Not gonna happen for you.
It had all happened in an instant. Agneil has busted through the wall of the building we were on top of, so that the second the shop rats followed through, I could flood the entire house in an instant. Bryn had then increased Agneil's luck temporarily so that he'd burst out through the other wall out of my trap, and managed to place a permanent unluck spell on the shop rats, so that even though they were submerged completely in water, they wouldn't drown. Thankfully for us, Tybex was the least exhausted and managed to find the quest giver in the crowd of people waiting outside the town. After confirming they were trapped alive, the quest giver paid us in full. The four of us then packed up, went home for the night. Bryn convinced us to give her some of the money. We didn't need to buy back the Maiden for a hotel room. The rest of us packed the money in an envelope and sent it off to the landlord in hopes we'd receive a letter back saying we're in the clear the next day. And so the next day, we all gathered around, waiting for the mail.
The mail. I'm so nervous. I hope everything is okay.
Me too. I couldn't stand to lose the Maiden after all that.
All that? I'm the one who nearly got flattened and drowned.
We were all helping.
Yeah, that's fair. It would have been instead of almost without you two.
It's here. A response from the landlord.
What does it say? What does it say?
I'm too nervous to read it.
Give her here. I'll read it. It says here, "Congratulations from the landlord. You have sent the required amount of money to keep the Maiden operational and self-sufficient. There will be no bills needed to be paid as long as you and your band of mages own and hang out here. Good day, signed the landlord. Lord."
It's ours.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
How about we celebrate with drinks?
Yeah!
And that, viewers, is the end of Dungeon Anthology Episode 3, Maiden of Sin. I'd like to thank everyone for watching this different take on the show, and I sincerely hope you enjoyed a taste of the world and characters of Maiden of Sin. I'd also like to announce Dungeon Anthology now has socials. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok under the name Dungeon Anthology. I'd also like to once again thank my friends Zaid Cathcart, Bryn Baker, and Tanner Smith for joining me here today. Once again, I'm Nathan Arsenault, and this has been Dungeon Anthology on riotradio.ca. Have a wonderful evening.